Okay, so this is what. Hello, everyone. As people come in, we're just going to keep rolling. And hello, YouTube. Hold on, I have to remember how to present.
I hate about DASA because they have a train going through. That's why I was late, because the fucking train going through and then it stopped. Why are you gonna stop, man? Keep going. I'm from Chicago.
Okay, so let's learn a programming language. So I am by no means an expert in coding or anything, but I am going to introduce you to kind of what we're going to be using as an organization. So let's get started. So the first thing, I found a couple resources that we can use depending on where you are with your expertise in the language you're interested in learning or practicing. So the main tool we're going to use is Exorcism. I'm opening it up right now. So if you don't have an account in Exorcism, I would highly recommend you go ahead and make one. It's completely free, and most languages that you can mess around with and work together on, it's the one that we have the most resources for, because Exorcism just has a crap ton of resources. Yes, it is hilarious that Jania's email popped up. So yeah, these are the different languages you can mess around with while you're at the club. And I know it's free, but the benefit of doing it with us is that you can work with people who are also learning, and some people will be further ahead than you are, and you will be further ahead than other people in other things. So you can work together as kind of a study group to progress and become more familiar with the languages that you're interested in. Okay. So the next method we're going to talk about is code combat. I found this really cool. It is an account. It's another free resource that you can use, but this one we can I can assign you projects with, and you can work as like a team. Here, let me access the student view so you can see the coolness. Again, I know this seems a little baby, but it quickly develops, and the use cases are like universities and high schools. So it's not as simple as it seems. Tested student, there it is. So these are kind of what you'll be doing. I've kind of tested it out. So the one that we're working on here is Python. So you'll go in and you'll access this, which is, I did not realize that it had sound. This is great. This is good. But so you'll have like a character, and it'll be kind of like a dungeon crawl. And the interesting thing is you'll be going in and creating the moves and things like that. But as I said, it's going to start out very simple and like walk you step by step through how you are going to program it. So, for example, move right, you would literally just come in here and program it so that it follows the track. But the track wouldn't be there. You would come in and you would type in all these lines of code, and then you would hit run, and it would run the code, and your character would move, and you would collect these gems, which are actually worth, like, you can buy little enhancements for your character. You can buy different characters with it. It's not a pay to win or anything like that, but it is kind of like a competition that you can play around with and work with other people in the club with. So I think it's really cool. And like I said, just to show you, you can see how it's taken that first level, the basic syntax, and added while loops and strings and arguments in there, and it's become a much more complex little assignment that you have. Oh, the game glitched. It's because I'm on VSU internet, I promise. Okay, but see, you can, oh look, Fluffy, he doesn't seem dangerous. But so you can run around and fight things and gather more gems, and it's a very much a more complex thing, and there's multiple levels where you slowly add to your language experience and gather more experience and stuff like that. And I also really like it. I like the fact that if you need help, we could go in and help you with the language that you are interested in. The only limitations for Code Combat is that the only two languages they support right now are Java and Python. But Python is actually really heavily used in data analytics anyway, so it kind of works out. But that's why we still have all these other resources to go over. I may have exited out of Canva. Nope. So that's our two, Exorcism and Code Combat. We also, Code Combat, if you choose that option, you'll be working with code.org. I didn't have the link embedded in that one, but you'll come here and you can do like a Minecraft hour of code and other things like that. But I'm sorry, I'm trying to access it to show you kind of what you can do. But yeah, so you can program little things that you can mess around with, and you can encrypt things, and it's a much more, if Code Combat seemed childlike, this is more directed towards children, but you can access much more complex things, just like with Code Combat, because as you go along, even if you're in high school and you're trying to mess around with it, you'll eventually get to the part where you actually have to like mess around with the environments and stuff like that. So those are those, and then these are the two that I have sourced for our more experienced people with programming languages who are still wanting to maybe gain more experience or more in depth than Exorcism and Code Combat can offer. So if you go here, Code Kata, I think that's how you say it. Basically, you go in and you work on different scenarios and things, and you actually kind of get hands-on experience doing data analysis and things like that. And this is the best way to kind of get hands-on experience with really the coding of your choice. So if you're looking at Exorcism and code.org and you're like, this seems too easy, like I know syntax and all that stuff, like I don't need any more of that, please no. You can go through and build up more experience with these two, Kata and Breakable Toys. I it may just be that I liked the name of Breakable Toys, but you can go in and you use this as a kind of a fake problem that you can use to develop experience, again, with whatever coding language you want. Yeah, so those are our different methods. And again, I'm not going to tell you that one is right or one is wrong. All four are offered because I think all four have benefits and downsides. And I think that learning a programming language as a team and learning to work with other programmers on the same like software and things of that nature is actually a really valuable tool. Because if you're interested in actually going into the programming world or anything like that, you're going to have to learn how to communicate and other things like that with fellow programmers or data analysts or any of that. So again, choose your language. So if the only limitation to the languages is if you're using exorcism. They have a lot of languages, but they don't have all the languages. And Code Combat, again, only has those two. And I think that for the purposes of data analytics and just general applicability for the kind of purpose of the meeting and all that, we're going to be focusing on Python with Code Combat. But we will have a class for, like, I'll make another class for the Java if that's what you're interested in. So choose your language. Just come in with an idea of what you want to learn, and I can help you, or Jeremiah or any of the officers can help you kind of select a method, or you can mess around with all of them and decide which one you like. And then this is where I was going to have the group start messing around and have them join Code Combat, the classroom for Code Combat, if they were interested in Python. But as I am the only one, and Jeremiah, who are doing the programming, since we're officers, we don't really need to join and do it right now. But again, questions? I guess, Jeremiah, do you have any questions? I'll unmute you since we're, again, the only people here. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
So any questions? What do you think about the Code Combat and all that stuff?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I really enjoyed the Code Combat. I'm not sure if we're gonna focus on like a singular one or if it's just like free for all when it comes to coding. But I like the visualization that Code Combat has that Python really doesn't have. Python.
Exorcism.
Have. I'm not sure what everybody else thinks about it, but personally for me, I would really enjoy going through Code Combat, even if it is limited to just Java and Python.
Yeah. That makes sense. Hold on, I'm trying to I'll just go back.
Because I'm not gonna lie, that was something I wish we could have did for like all of our other things that we're involved in. A type of visualization piece to go along with the data so that people can actually see what it is that they're doing, you know?
Yeah. Like a kind of a gamification aspect of it kind of thing. Yeah. So hold on, I'm trying to get back to there it is. Add students. I don't know if I can, hold on. I don't know if I can add you as an officer kind of thing. But if you, hold on, edit class settings. Yeah, I don't see an option to add you as like an officer, but you can join as a student if you want.
Yeah.
I can copy that URL and put it in the chat for you. There you go. And this is actually good because I don't know if they're about to try to spring like a charge on somebody trying to join. So if you click that link, does it take you to like...
Yes, it takes me straight in. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Continue. Yeah, so now I can create my little account.
And mess around with Python. And I'm going to make one for Java too. It'll just be as simple as... Oh, they also have C++. I guess that's important to mention. But again, I don't know if C++ is useful with programming. Do you?
Yes, it is.
I mean, I know it's useful for... It's a programming language, but for analysis, do you?
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it as much as the other one.
Yeah. Data science.
Let me go ahead and finish this.
You're good. You're good. I mean, C++ is on here, so I'll offer it, but it's much lower than JavaScript and Python. So, but yeah, so I tried to find the solution because I know Candace was talking about like it doesn't really it's beginner level, and I know she has like heavy experience in a couple languages, so yeah.
You should see that I'm a student now.
Okay, let's see. Refresh. Yes. There you are. And then let's see how this works. Assign a course. Oh, I got to select you. Assign a course. Oh, no. I mean, can you access the stuff, though? Like,
here, let me try.
Yeah.
Let me try. Let's have to get out of the gosh darn screen. No, that's not what I want. Okay, levels. I mean, yeah, I can access the levels and stuff.
Okay, great. So I just can't assign you like a task, but that's not really necessary. And it looks like I can see like your progress. So if you had a problem, you know, we could go in and help you. Yeah. 10 of 10. I think this is cool. Great. So no questions from the people who aren't here. And then first game over. Thanks for playing. Yay.